Hey Jaguars, welcome back to week 5. This week will be budgets and taxes. Before I show you how to do taxes and budgets, we need to review some vocabulary words. First, gross income. A gross income is the income you get before taxes and deductions are taken out. The next is net income, which is an income after the deductions are taken out. A deduction is money taken out for taxes, insurance, and any of the other money you pay for bills. Income tax. It's tax that is taken out on a yearly basis from your earnings. The tax is taken out each month and then calculated at the end of the year. And then the state calculates how much taxes you should have paid. And if you pay too much money, they give you their money back. That's called a refund. Then you have a payroll tax. This is tax that the employer or the boss pays. The boss takes the money directly from your paycheck. The money is most likely for Social Security and Medicare. On most paycheck stubs, you'll see that it says FICA, which is that's money for insurance, Social Security and Medicare. Sales tax is tax paid when you buy goods or services. This is cell phones, food, video games, somebody that comes over and cleans out your chimney, somebody comes over and repairs your stove or your lawnmower or your car. Those are sales tax. You're paying them for a service. A property tax is a tax paid on homes or a car or anything that gains a value over time. A balance is the amount of money you have after the deductions. Your balance can either be a positive balance or a negative balance. If you have a savings account that you want to put money into, that means your budget is balanced because any extra money you have will go into the savings and your budget will have income of 0. ATM is an automatic teller machine. This is the machine that people can get money from or make deposits without having to go to their bank. A debit card is a card that most banks give you when you have a checking account. This card can be used as if it were a check, so you pay no interest. So you only pay the money owed at the time of the purchase. Then you have credit cards. Credit cards are cards that customers can use to buy products. This card has a fee, and it's called an interest rate. Now let's see how to compute taxes and budgets. As you can see here, we've moved to the virtual whiteboard. So now on your first activity for taxes 1, 16-1, it says for questions 1 through 6, find the cost with sales tax for each purchase price. Assume that the sales tax is 7% or 7/100 times the price. What this means is that we have a tax of 7%. So just like we've talked about all year long, there's a decimal behind every whole number. So the decimal in 7% is right there. We will jump 2 places to the left, 1, 2, and then add the 0. So that's how they got from 7% to 7/100. Now, what do we do with the 7/100 and the prices that we're going to pay? The first price we're going to pay attention to is number 1, $17. So what we would do with the 17 is we would take 17 and we would multiply it by decimal 0.07. 7 times 7 is 49. Carry my 4. 7 times 1 is 7. Plus 4 is 11. And then I have 3 zeros. Then I will add these together and I will get 119. Now I have the 119. I have 2 digits, 1, 2, behind the decimal. So I do 2 decimal jumps to the left, 1, 2. So therefore, the amount of tax paid on this item is $1.19. So I have $1.19 plus $17. This will tell me how much I'm paying overall, including the tax. So I write $17 out as it's supposed to be, and then I put $1.19 below it. And then I'm going to add 0 plus 9 is 9. 0 plus 1 is 1. Bring my decimal straight down. 7 plus 1 is 8. 1 plus 0 is 1. So therefore, with a 7% sales tax, with a 7% sales tax, I will pay $18.19 for a $17 item. Now we come to the second part of the activity, which is gross and net income. First thing I want you to know is that when we go from gross to net, we're subtracting. When we go from net to gross, we add. Deductions, as you can see here, we have federal income tax, Social Security, Medicare, and dental insurance. We have to add those deductions up and then subtract it from the gross income. So how do we get gross income in this situation? In order to get the gross income, we're going to go money times hours. And that we can find usually at the top. $16 an hour for 25 hours. So it would be 16 times 5. That will give us our gross income. Now, for our deductions. For our deductions, we're going to add. So we add all the deductions together, and here are our deductions right here. Once we've added all the deductions together, then we are going to subtract from our gross income, and that will give us our net income. So gross income minus deductions equals net income. Let's take a look at budgets. For 1 through 4, find the missing amount so the budget is balanced. We're going to start here with number 1. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to see we have an allowance, we have earned money, and then we have what they spend on. If you notice, not every question does it like that. For example, number 2 has earned money and then everything that was spent. When you have savings, for example, number 2, you have a savings right here. That savings will also be subtracted from the $23. Let me show you what I mean. So for number 1, we would do 10 plus 18. That would give us $28. So this has been done, and this has been done. Now we're going to spend. There are 2 ways I can do this. I can subtract each and every number individually, or I can add 2 numbers at a time. I'm going to add 2 numbers at a time. 8 plus 5 is 13. Carry the 1. 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. Bring my decimal straight down. 3 plus 7 is 10. So I've done the first 2 numbers. And then I will take the $10.43 and add $9.54. 3 plus 4 is 7. 4 plus 5 is 9. Bring my decimal straight down. 9 plus 0 is 9. 1 plus 0 is 1. So $19.97 is how much I paid, or how much that has been spent from that budget. So then I take the $28. Remember, when I'm dealing with adding and subtracting, I have to write it as a money. And I subtract it. 0 minus 7, I cannot do that. 0 minus 9, I cannot do that. So I borrow from here with the 7. This becomes a 10, and then a 9, and then a 10. 10 minus 7 is 3. 9 minus 9 is 0. I cannot subtract 7 minus 9. So I borrow again. 17 minus 9 is 8. So therefore, I will save $8.03. When we have the budget, we have earned, and all these items right here this is what we spent. So the first thing we have to do is add those three numbers together and subtract it from 22. And that will give us a price that we have left over. And anything that we take away or add to the budget, we can adjust how much we've earned or how much we'll be able to save. So when you're doing problems like this on your activities, please make sure that you are going step by step. Take your time, line up your numbers. Make sure when you have a whole number, for example, 22 has to be written as a whole number, as a dollar amount. So it has to be 22.00 because we're dealing with money. Okay, Jaguars, if you have any questions or any concerns over any of the activities, remember that we have a Google Meets running live Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4 p.m. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you very much for your time. Have a great week and good luck.